Okay, I want to welcome you to my Prosperity Income Network review. Now in this video, I'm going to explain why you need to be slightly cautious of the companies that have this exact type of income structure. And by that, I mean companies that pay the coach a big chunk of your money. There's something you need to know about that before you join any of these companies, including Prosperity Income Network. Up ahead in this video, I'm going to reveal the contents of a particularly shocking phone call I had and how it relates to Prosperity Income Network. Okay, especially if you haven't made a lot of money in big ticket, this is definitely a video you need to see. Because in this video, I'm going to cover why companies with this kind of comp plan, and I mean very specifically. I'm not like I'm all, for network marketing and all sorts of comp plans out there. And I've been doing this for 24 years, so most of my adult life. I've put my kids' college educations aside using both network marketing, affiliate programs, internet marketing, one-up systems, you name it. I've done it all over a 24-year period. So you can learn a lot from me. The reason you need to be cautious of this type of comp plan in this particular company, and there's a couple others that do it, is because the only time I ever see people out there suffering and really literally crying, I've seen couples, I've literally had people find me on YouTube and seek me out for like free counseling because they were so hysterical over all the money they had lost from some person that took their money and just basically wasn't giving them the help that the people thought they were going to get. And that's how it usually goes. So if you've already been through that kind of thing in your life, then you know that that's painful. You spend your money and somebody doesn't give you what they said they were going to give you, or it's just totally not at all what you thought it was going to be. So that's why it's very important to do what you're doing right now. Take the time, do your homework, and sort this stuff out before you pay anybody a penny. And the reason I said I didn't like these type of comp plans is because they're giving a coach or a closer, not a coach, a closer, they're giving that closer 30% of your money. And again, for beginners or slightly intermediate people, some people say, yeah, that's okay. You can have 30%. If I'm going to get 70%, you can certainly have 30%. That sounds fair. Well, it sounds fair, but again, I'm going to share with you how in the past this did not turn out fair. I'm going to share with you in this video many phone calls I've had with those type of people, like I told you, that just wanted somewhere to vent, and it almost was always this exact comp plan. So that's why I'm saying in this video you're going to learn why this comp plan is a little bit something you should, just exercise extra caution. I'm not saying that this thing's a scam or anything like that, but you should definitely on this type of comp plan exercise caution. So I mentioned how the compensation plan in this company is a little bit of a red flag. Let's go into the compensation here. Basically, Prosperity Income Network is paying 70% is what they're paying on all the levels except the big one. Again, I'm going to look at my notes. I jotted down basically what the exact payouts, what 70% equates to. You could probably do the math pretty good, but while I have it in front of me, I'll just run it down real quick here. So if you get a $500 package sale, you're going to put $350 in your pocket. On a $2,000 package, you get $1,400. On their $3,500 package, you get $2,450. On the $6,000 package, you get $4,200. And on the $12,000 package, you get $8,400. And the reality is, just to set the record straight, you're not going to make, usually, in most cases, you're not going to make $12,000 sales. Most cases, you're not even going to make $6,000 sales. The most common sales that, and I've been doing this, again, for big ticket specifically, like 9 years. I've been doing internet marketing and all the other types of affiliate marketing I've been doing for 24 years. But so in all my years though of big ticket, like just the sweet spot, just so you know, is like the $3,500 and the $2,000. Those are, you can get those all the time if you know what you're doing. Don't expect to get those all the time unless you follow someone who really is going to coach you and really show you exactly what to do. And most people don't. They say they will, as you know, but they don't. It's just the way people, unfortunately, are on the internet. So you got to do your homework. More on that later. But back to that $25,000 package. The big thing that Prosperity Income Network is boasting about is the fact that on the $25,000 package, you actually get paid 80%. So that is their big deal there. And the reason they bring that up is because they thought this through enough to say, look, I know what you're thinking as a beginner. Since they typically boost you up to the next level, they have a 48-hour deal like almost every big ticket company does, as you probably know, or maybe you don't. Almost all the big ticket companies have a thing where they say, look, if you get in right now, you get in within the next 48 hours, I'm going to bump you at no extra charge. I'm going to take you right up to the next level. So if you were paying $2,000 to come into the 2,000 level, we're going to take you up to $3,500. You know, if you're paying the $6,000, we're going to take you up to the $12,000. You know, that sounds pretty good. A free $6,000 handed to you. First of all, you should know that you don't have to be impulsive on this. You don't have to decide super fast, as they will say you need to decide quick or you're going to lose that bump up. In all my years, I have almost never seen anybody lose that. It just doesn't happen, because here's what happens. Let's say you have we'll just take $3,500. Let's say you have $3,500 in your hand, and let's say you took 2 weeks to think on it, or a week, or whatever, and the coach told you, or your sponsor said, look, if you take more than 48 hours, I can't give that to you. Well, I know from all my experience, if you come to them, no matter how long you wait, as long as they're still in business, you come to them with that $3,500 cash, they're going to give you a sweet deal. That's just, and they might say they won't. They might say, oh no, you missed that. But the second you say, okay, well, I'm going to leave now, I'm going to take my $3,500 and go somewhere else, you know what's going to happen. They're going to say, oh, wait, don't leave. We'll hook you up here. They will never let that money walk away. So don't ever worry about that. Don't ever worry about the pressure from the, act now, 48 hours, or else you're going to lose that. That's never, in my experience, I've never seen that be the case where somebody does lose that. Now, the reason I bring up that whole thing about that they're never going to, hold you to that 48-hour thing, in my experience, and that you're going to get that deal either way if you do it the way I would do it. I mean, there's some inside stuff you should know if you are going to negotiate that kind of thing. Call me. I can put my number below if you want to know how to make sure you never negotiate that improperly, because some people are just brand new newbies and they screwed that up. I can show you, even if I don't get any money, I don't care. That's okay. I can literally coach you on how to join a coach. Ain't that something? I could show you the proper way to join a sponsor, how to get the best deal for your money, because I can show you how to even pay less than what they're telling you have to pay. That's the thing. There are absolutely, and almost everybody I know who is has experience at this, we never pay full price, so let me show you how to never pay full price again when it comes to the world of big ticket. Again, I'll put my number something below here. Anyway, the reason I mentioned that whole thing about that 48-hour thing is because of the fact of their $25,000 package. Because what they're saying is, if you came in and you wanted to be at the $25,000, you might say to yourself, and these guys at Prosperity Income Network thought this through, because you might say to yourself, well, if I join the $12,000 and I do it within 48 hours, that means I'm at the $25,000. I'll get bumped up. Well, they thought this through enough to say that, look, if you want the $25,000, that comes with a big added bonus that you're going to get 80% commissions instead of just 70%. You're going to get 80% on your commissions. So, I mean, that does add up. So it makes a person maybe say, okay, I want that. Well, they say in order to have that 80% commission, you have to pay the full $25,000. You can't do the discount and pay $12,000 and get bumped up to the $25,000. I call BS on that, because again, I can show you how to absolutely get what you want. Don't settle for just what these people say you have to have. I will show you all sorts of little tricks of the trade that probably a lot of my competitors don't really want you to know, because it takes money out of their pocket, and I get that. But I am here not for my competitors. I am here for you, the people, because I've been doing this many years. I want to show you how to save money. And it might ruffle some feathers, but what would you rather me do? Work to make your prices higher, or try to help people trying to get into this to learn how to do it right, and start out by getting a great deal when you come in? That's my advice, is always get a great deal. And most people it's like going to a used car lot. They want to get the most money they can out of you. But what you don't know is there's little tricks, even on a car lot, how you can walk off with the car of your dreams for a lot less than they have it on there. And most people don't even know that part of, how to do that. So again, I'm kind of a good person to know how to negotiate these things. I can show you how to do that. And I don't care if I get paid anything. Just, if you want to give me a call, pick my brain, go for it. I have no problem. Like I said, I have people call me that got raked over the coals and gave their money to the wrong guy who is not giving them any help and is not even answering their phone anymore. And I'll take calls from people like that call me for free therapy just to have a shoulder to cry on, because they want to talk to somebody in this big ticket industry who can at least have some compassion and understanding of what it's like to lose a bunch of money. So again, even if I know I'm not making a penny, I talk to those people. So it may be that this might not be of interest to you, that I do sometimes grief counseling for people that have lost it all in big ticket. But I just want to say I care, that's the bottom line. So anyway, I'll get off my high horse on that and move on here. So let's go on to the next thing. What I would say more than anything else is find somebody who's looking out for you, not somebody who's looking out for their own wallet. Because as you may know, there are people in this world, and even this world of big ticket marketing, there are people who will look out for you more than they will look out for their wallet. I know it's hard to believe, but there are plenty of people that I know. But of course, for every one that will look out for you, there's 10 that would just, grab your money and never answer their phone again. So be careful for that. Okay, and also with Prosperity Income Network, you see a lot of people pushing the whole everything done for you. That's heavily pushed, and it almost always is in all these companies. The done for you, you don't have to do a thing, just give us your money and then the whole system will do everything for you, and you'll just collect these big old checks. I mean, that's been pushed for years, and it's not true. There is no system that's truly done for you. I would have signed up for that a long time ago, because I've worked hard over the years, and now I work a lot easier and smarter, because I've learned there's nothing that's done for you, but I've learned how to at least do half the work, instead of doing all the work. But there is no done for you, in my opinion. So just be careful of that. When they say done for you, they're saying all the advertising, all your advertising you don't ever have to advertise even. That is, again, total BS, because they're done for you is they're sending out some postcards, they're doing some text marketing, and they have a rotator. Oh, and don't even get me started with rotators. If you've seen any of my past videos, you know that when you hear a company saying they have a rotator, I mean, that's newbie bait. It's just designed to suck beginners in, to make beginners get excited, and for beginners to think, oh, great, everything's done for me, and the rotator is going to do my marketing, and there'll be some text going out and postcards. This is great. It's not real. That is not real. So you're going to have to do your own marketing. I mean, and in marketing, don't let that, I know that sounds intimidating. You have to do your own marketing. If you plan on using a rotator and relying on their traffic, forget it. You're never going to make money, in my opinion. But you can learn a lot from someone like myself just on the marketing. Heck, I'd even coach you if you join Prosperity Income Network through somebody else and you need some tips. Call me up. I teach people the easy way to get leads. I've been advertising online. I've done it all. I've done the social media. I've paid for ads. I have done, rotators are a joke. So yeah, I tried that. That was when I was a newbie, and that doesn't work, and it never has. I have a method of getting leads where I don't ever even pay for traffic. I don't pay for advertising, and I haven't paid for, in my whole big ticket career, over 9 years, I have never, well, actually not never. Okay, one time I paid for some advertising. Didn't even work out well. I find I have methods that are free that work much better. And it's better to do free advertising, because if you pay for leads, it's not sustainable. Let's say, I see this all the time where big ticket people struggle because they joined, they're brand new, and in a company, whatever company, it could be any company, it doesn't have to be Prosperity Income Network, but you get brand newbies that join, and all their money keeps going to leads, because sometimes it takes a while to get a first sale. So I've seen people put out, $3,000 or $6,000 in a month for traffic, for leads, for advertising, and still not have their first sale. And usually it's because their closer is taking the sales. That's another little pro tip to be careful. Be super careful about closers taking your sales. They do it. You know I rant on this over and over, but I just hate to see people come to me later and say, man, you were right. How did you know that? Okay, so now let's really quickly go over the products. Because whenever you get into these companies, they almost always try to say the products are amazing, spectacular, you're going to learn everything, it's groundbreaking, cutting edge info, all that. And in case you're a brand newbie, a beginner to this, and you've never seen the world of big ticket, there is nothing cutting edge about any of the digital products that I've ever seen in a big ticket company. Actually, take that back. There is one company I'll mention at the end of this video, and it's not something I'm going to try to sell you on or something. And you might say there's maybe 2 or 3, companies that have some decent product. But I'm just saying overall, 97% of all the big ticket stuff out there is just recycled doo-doo. So, it's stuff you could find if you looked hard. You could find it for free. It's not the kind of stuff that's going to take you to the next level and make you the big bucks. And the proof that what I'm saying is true is that if you join any good coach worth their salt, including myself, the first thing they will tell you is, don't go look at that digital info product that you just bought in here for. I'm going to show you a much better accurate route on how to make the big bucks. And that's really what you're paying for when you get into big ticket companies, is you're paying for a coach who hopefully you did your homework and you found a coach who has their own system, their own way of doing things. Like me, myself, I spent almost 2 solid months building my own custom funnel because I saw so many beginner newbies using the funnels and using the video and webinar that these big ticket companies give you. And all it was doing was causing them to lose their sales, because these companies, they brand themselves within those videos. They constantly are branding themselves. And so what happens is, as soon as your prospect is done watching, all they do is go YouTube or Google the name that they just found out of the company that you're now representing, and then they go find the big guru up at the very top of Google or YouTube, and they join through that person, because in their mind, they think that's the guy who's going to show me how to be successful. That guy's on top of the crowd. He knows how to be successful, or she knows how to be successful. That's totally not true. It's the opposite. That person, that's sometimes, not always, but a lot of times that person at the very top is too busy to help you. And they're so busy collecting money, literally, I've seen it over and over, that some of the people at the top, not all of them, but some of them are so busy collecting money, they don't have time to teach people. So be careful of the thinking that I'm going to go find that person at the very top. So anyway, if you like this kind of content here, please do click the like and subscribe to my channel, because that's what allows me to keep putting it out there. The only people growing on YouTube are the ones getting subscribers and likes, and it encourages me to want to make more content and give you more of the truth about what's going behind the curtains when it comes to internet marketing. All right, and that's about all I've got time for right now. That concludes my Prosperity Income Network review. I hope you have a super blessed day, and bye for now.